Jasper and I are headed down Highway 43 in northwest Arkansas to do some waterfall hunting.
We're heading near Deer, Arkansas, heading to Magnolia Falls, because if there's one thing that Cindy loves, it's a good waterfall.
Oh yeah. It has been rainy in our area all week, and I'm talking torrential rains. We've had flood warnings. We had, over 10 tornadoes on Tuesday evening. It's been a rough weather week in southwest Missouri, northwest Arkansas area. But the good thing about all that rain is that means that the waterfalls are going to be gorgeous. So we're super excited to go see Magnolia Falls. This is a new one for us. It's near lots of other things that we love in the area, but for some reason we haven't made it to this particular waterfall. So we're excited for today's adventure. So we're at the trailhead for Magnolia Falls. We basically came down this big old Jeep road here. And when you get to the sign for the Ponca Wilderness Access, you'll know you're in the right spot for the trail. So kind of muddy today, again, because of all of that water that we've had, all the rain. But you can see we have a muddy trek ahead of us. Other people hiking, but looks like fun.
Well, this is the last shot of us before the white dog is brown. You can see the trail behind us, and it is going to be a mess, but we're excited to get on the trail. So we'll see you in a bit.
So the beginning of this trail is definitely one giant mud hole. You're gonna wanna have really good shoes that can handle muddy stuff, so don't wear your pretty tennis shoes. Wear your nasty waterproof hiking shoes. The trail is really thick in spring. You can kind of see how thick all of the growth is. Lots of poison ivy and stuff on the sides, but definitely pretty. Quiet, lots of birds. Cute husband in the back. And lots and lots of mud holes. Oftentimes when you're out in these trails in Arkansas, you'll find these old retaining walls kind of out in the middle of nowhere.
Also makes you wonder if this was a field and what was grown here and who has lived here. So it just makes the imagination run a little bit whenever you see something like this, whenever you're out in the middle of the woods. One of the things you have to be careful of on the trail are deadly snakes. There are venomous snakes all over the place, and you don't always know what's venomous or what's not. We don't know what we've just come across. We're concerned. This probably makes it look smaller on camera, but it's about 10 feet long with big sharp incisors. Look at the size, the coloration. It's a beauty. Well, this section of the trail is definitely a little bushwhacky. You have to pay attention to what's overhead because there's lots of ducking under and stepping over. But we love the fact that we haven't seen any people since the very beginning of the trail, and it's allowed Jasper to go off leash a little bit, which he certainly enjoys. So far, a beautiful trail. About a mile in, there's this incredible bluff, and man, it makes me wish I had some climbing gear. Lots of opportunities for bouldering, and it's just beautiful to look at. It's hard to tell the incline from a video, but woo, this is steep. This is going to be a challenge coming out.
So when you get down to the bottom of the trail where you hit the creek, the trail ends. We've been trying to follow the directions in Tim Ernst's waterfall book to find the waterfalls, and we're having no luck so far. We're still hunting around the creek. Eric has headed downstream a little bit, trying to find us a path. We'll hope we find them soon.
Well, we're kind of lost. I mean, we're on a trail, so we're not completely lost, but our book said to come to the spot where you get to the stream, and then it said turn left and go downstream. Well, right was downstream and left is upstream. So we tried going downstream and kind of got into a mess. So now we're getting back to the main point where the streams converge, and we're going to try upstream. We may get the drone out and get it up above the trees and see if we can spot the waterfall from there. But right now, these waterfalls are proving elusive, so hopefully we can find our way.
Well, we're back at the bottom of the trail where it meets the creek. You can tell that people do come this far because there's a campfire ring here. Oh, and a wet dog. Got some rocks, a broken husband, little rock chair here to rest. So we're gonna take a little break, try to fly the drone down the creek, see what we can see, and hopefully still find Magnolia Falls.
Well, I think this may be the first time in our hiking that we have legitimately gotten lost, and we know how to get back to the car, so I guess that's not officially lost, but we are definitely off the track for Magnolia Falls. Fortunately, on the phone,
we're on this blue dot. This is where we're supposed to be for the falls, and that was the trail we were supposed to have taken.
We're completely off base, but Jasper
likes this creek.
Happy that we found this spot because he has been having a blast splashing in the water. So we're going to
go back up,
go up, up, up,
and figure it out again.
And we'll try a different spot. Well, we found a fork in the trail and we took it on a whim. We're just trying to see how we're doing, and it does look like we're making progress around the topo map here. We're trying to get to Magnolia Falls. We still are not sure if this is the right thing. There are no trail blazes, no trail maps, there are no people around, so we're just on an adventure. So we'll see if this works.
I've been trying to find my way back home, and Lord, just give me a sign, 'cause I've been fighting with my soul. I know I'll get.
We are above Magnolia Falls. We can see just the tip. We are not on the regular trail, so a fake trail is a fail. We can hear it, we can see just a little bit of it, but we did find these beautiful pink flowers. We're gonna work our way along the ridge a little bit to see more of the top of the falls, and then we're gonna have to head back the way that we came, and perhaps we can find a different way to it.
This is like waterfall torture.
We can hear the falls, we just can't quite see the shot that we're supposed to. So we're gonna keep heading our way around the bluff.
We found something.
So this is Woods Boys Falls. Just incredible with all the ferns, and there are some magnolia trees here. We're still on the lookout for Magnolia Falls. The cold mist and the shade and the beauty of this falls was a treat to find. So hopefully we'll still find Magnolia Falls.
I've been losing my mind,
Well, Cindy and I were lucky enough to stumble upon a couple of helpful hikers, and they now have us pointed in the right direction. So we are on the side trail heading to Magnolia Falls. Well, after all that,
We made it!
Magnolia Falls! So it was definitely worth it. So appreciative of Paul and his dad for pointing us the right way.
Yes.
We had gone way too far.
Way too far.
But at least we had a chance to get some cool drone shots.
Yep.
For Jasper to go swimming.
Yes.
And for us to have a beautiful hike along that ridge. That was really, really nice. But
it's incredible.
if you're going to Magnolia Falls, you have to look for that little creek
Little tiny tree.
and the 3 rocks that are stacked up.
Tiny rocks.
It's easy to miss, but here we are, and it was worth it.
It's
and
very pretty.
This part of it from here to the car should not be terrible.
Just muddy.
Just muddy. So, Magnolia Falls. Well, this right here is what we missed the first time. We didn't see the 3 rocks as you crossed the small creek. Instead, we kept going down the main trail and going and going and going and got ourselves lost. We should have seen these 3 rocks and known that was the marker so that we could continue down this trail to Magnolia Falls.
We hope you enjoyed our little trek to find Magnolia Falls today. It ended up being quite the adventure, but we got 2 waterfalls out of the deal.
That's right.
And the second one, well, I guess it was actually the first one for us, but normally would have been the second one for people, was spectacular.
Yeah, it was a fun day. So follow us again, come back, because today is an adventure day.